It's the Sleepers Podcast. It's Thursday, August 14th, and we are under fire.
By who?
By our listeners.
Oh, no. Our
And
loyal ones? Our loyal ones or just the listeners?
Our loyalist one, the most loyal of the loyal, and ourselves. Car, can we address the elephant in the room directly?
You know what? I'm so scarred by your jokes at me that anytime that's like, are you gonna refer to me as an elephant soon here?
No, I'm not. No.
Okay.
Yesterday's episode sucked. I feel comfortable saying that. You put me on a lie detector test. I think yesterday's episode, arguably in, what has this been, 2 full years? I think we started doing the full episode 5 days a week in August 2 years ago.
Mm.
So we're going on 727 days of doing 5 episodes a week every single weekday. I think in those 2 years, yesterday's episode was the weakest episode in Sleepers Media Channel history. Hand up, accountability time. I felt that way the moment we clicked end recording, and then we were out of time and needed to go our separate ways because, respectfully, you had a haircut.
Yeah. And like, I don't give a damn, but it ain't much worth it. Like, I know the episode stunk, but like, can y'all come back in today?
The cut does not stink. As bad as the episode stunk, your cut is special. So yeah, we get it. Anyways, point is, the cut's not an excuse for the episode stinking, by the way. Just a couple different things going on yesterday. You were mad at the comments section, and in general, we did have a time crunch. Bottom line, we put out an F effort, maybe a D- effort, but an F product. The product was worse even than the effort was. And I felt it when we clicked end recording. You and I didn't talk about it. Then this morning, we're working on some shorts, and we see that Fam, beloved Fam, the OG Sleepers fan, was holding us accountable as a good listener would. He hit the episode discussion channel in the Discord and said, "Can I offer some honest feedback? I think it might be time for a players only meeting." So Fam, consider this moment live on the podcast right now. Consider this our players only meeting. Cart, yesterday's episode stunk.
Yeah, I think some could say that.
What are we going to do about it?
Try to make today's episode better.
We going to deliver?
I'm gonna try my best.
What do you have to say for yourself about the comments section's current state?
Look, I think I could personally approach it better, but at its core, unfortunately, for better or for worse, I'm Cart. So I'm okay. This is on you. You gotta reel me in, which I feel like you reeled me in a little bit. I need that because otherwise I'm just gonna opt. That's the bad part about it. Like you brought up yesterday that I'm not the same person that I am on the pod in real life. That's true in this sense. I think I can get away with anything on here. I truly do.
Yes. I forgot that when Carter does something people don't like, I get blamed for it. Hand up. I forgot that part of this. I need to remember that he's the affable, likable, can do whatever he wants and milk it guy. And I'm the one that most people don't like that should be responsible for everything we do on the channel. So hand up. I'll be better. I've taken my lesson from my players only meeting that I initiated, because when I said to you, "Did you think yesterday's episode stunk?" You said, "What? No."
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'll take the lesson, and hopefully today's a good episode. Sound good?
Yeah, it sounds great.
All right, cool. Exciting. You want banter for a little bit? What else is going on? You got a new cut. You're seeing weapons tonight, I heard.
I am seeing weapons. Could I do one quick little more self-reflection on myself?
Yeah, maybe.
I think I need to get out of the mindset too that I inherently yesterday had a little bit of like I wanted to butt heads a little bit. I was like, what? Like to Fam today, I was like, I take that, but also I'm like Fam, what are you gonna do about it? Like I know you gave me feedback, but like what are you gonna do if I don't read the comments? And that is just not the way to approach it. So hand up for me, which you don't typically see. I'm gonna go hand up here, right on this guy right here with the fire ass haircut. I'll be better. That's it.
All right, that's appreciated. I'll do the same. I would like to say to our listening audience, from a thorough investigation We did a self-investigation here. I literally I hired a team for this in the last 24 hours. After a thorough investigation, I can present the findings publicly. Carter is not intentionally skipping comments. He is accidentally, genuinely, accidentally skipping comments. There are many people in our community that I think you're doing it intentionally. After a thorough investigation, you're not. You're just somehow skipping them. So
Card. I'm just card.
I've got some ideas to fix this. We'll see how they work. But I do want to encourage all of our listeners that we have this wonderful base of audience that does listen most days, every single week. We'll be better about the comment section. We want comments. We want them every single day, whatever you want it to be. That's the whole perk of the Discord. And we will bring a better effort and attention to the whole show, not just the comments, but to that section of the show for sure. Are you excited to see Weapons Cart? Let's talk about that for a minute.
Yeah, I am. So I told you before we got on here, I'm not like a watch the movie trailer guy. I enjoy the experience of going to the movies and just like watching the movie, right? Like the whole thing about it. I go to, I'm an Imagine guy for people who live in Michigan. I love the nice little pop machines that you can get. Love a good little bucket of popcorn, and I like just hitting the movies. It's a fun experience for me. I never really watch trailers though. I kind of just go to the movie, like maybe I'll read about like what it's gonna be about, or kind of just like know what it's gonna be about from a commercial I see or something, but I don't watch movie trailers. But Greg told me, he's like, you got to watch this Weapons trailer. And I must say, he didn't sell it short. I am very much excited to see it, and I will report back on tomorrow's episode for my findings.
Yeah, I heard it's great. I mean, the hype is. I've been very tapped into Weapons, the movie, after the trailer like months ago, and the director, I think it's Zach Kreger, made Barbarian, another great thriller movie a couple years ago, very original. So I'm very in on this. But then, yeah, it sounds like the reviews are in from this movie, and there's a lot of people calling it a classic. So I'm pretty excited for a full Carter Elliott review after you see Weapons. Also, I'm just really laughing at the image of you going to the theater and like you talking about what you like about the movies, and it's just the concessions.
I love a good pop machine, bro. Like you can get a Diet Coke cherry vanilla, and it's special.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you are pretty much a fan of any hobby that allows you to ingest food and soda while doing the hobby, you know?
100%. And
Yeah.
and as I'm saying, get these out. Get them out, because I'm trending. I'm trending. So go ahead and get it, because once it's gonna run out. It's gonna run out. So get them out.
What do you mean it's going to run out?
It's gonna run out.
The comedic timer on you and I's friendship is going to run out?
No, the jokes about my weight are gonna run out.
Oh, yeah. How's the diet going?
It's honestly going pretty well. I feel like I've been pretty locked in to a point where I'm in a real good rhythm on what I'm doing. I've been very active in the gym. I'm very interested to get to the end of this week and like see what I'm looking like as far as scale wise, but like the consistency has been there for sure, and I feel like it hasn't been in a while.
Love. Are you a weigh yourself at the end of the week, once a week guy when you're in diet mode?
Yeah,
Hmm. Interesting. All right.
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
you look good. Look good, my friend. Might just be the cut, but you do really look good.
It is the cut. Oh, it is the cut.
It could be both. Hopefully
Can
both.
we get a couple more words about the cut?
Can I get a full spin?
Let's see.
Yeah, it's a good cut. Yeah,
She's a great cut.
it's a really good cut. Yeah. All right. Should we get to it? Want to get to the show?
Let's get right to it. Should we start today with the YouTube comment of the day?
I think we should.
Should. You know, can I ask one thing of YouTube Studio?
Be careful asking YouTube to do anything, but yeah.
Yeah, I just wish there was a like they have a sort category. I wish it was easier to sort, I guess, by maybe like date instead of like relevancy, right? Because we post shorts before we do this episode, and I feel like sometimes the comments are from the shorts that just got released when I would rather it be from, maybe the previous day or something like that. I guess I could click on the full video from yesterday and see that. Maybe that's the best way to do it. I think that is the best way to do it. I'm about to do that.
I'm glad we're 2 years into this and you've discovered the best way to read your one YouTube comment.
Yeah, listen, like I said, it's what comes with the territory. I'm not sure when my contract negotiations are up for debate, but if you want to rid of me, then we can talk about
I
it.
don't want to get rid of you. I want a really good you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Like you are always good. Everybody has stinkers now and then, but like I want a motivated you. What was your coach's scout of you? You texted your coach for like what was my basketball scout? And he literally was like, when motivated, he's unstoppable.
Hmm.
A lot of times just floats.
Hmm.
Yeah, I want the unstoppable motivated podcast form of cart.
Good luck. Let's go with. Oh, all right. So you know how we were having the conversation about BYU earlier in this thing right here?
Yep.
So I can confirm that this is a Y in sign language. So that I think the BYU people do this because this is Y in sign language.
Why do they want to sign for the Y, which stands for Young in Brigham Young University?
They got to answer that one.
I've never understood why the Y is like the featured part of the logo in BYU, you know?
Hmm. I mean, it's kind of a cool looking letter when you think about it.
Sure.
Like if I'm ranking like how cool, like hand up here, like the letter C's ass. Like it's really not that great, but I love a good lowercase a. Big fan of S, and I think Y is a top tier like letter shape.
Can we stack rank aesthetically pleasing letters real quick? What are the top five aesthetically pleasing letters? I feel like X has to be involved.
X is definitely in there, but the lowercase a that has like it goes like this. It's like right here, and then there's like the little hook that goes over the top. That's a good lowercase a.
All right. I don't see the vision on the A. I see you on Y. I see you on X. I would honestly argue Z. Strong finish for the alphabet. S for sure is in the top five.
W's got to be there, right? It's
You like W?
It's. I feel like it's got a real good shock
Yeah.
factor to it.
Can do one of these
Things
too.
go with the dubs.
Yeah. It might just be that. It might just be W, X, Y, Z with S. Top five.
Yeah.
What
I
about, I mean, any love for the O? O is a
O
classic if you really think about it.
O solid, but I think inherent. Like if you want to, I gotta stop using the word inherently. What the hell is it? I don't even like that word. But I like a little bit of like a differentiation between the uppercase and the lowercase. Literally, a O is the same. It's just bigger.
Yeah, but I would argue that's because O's an icon.
That's true.
O's one of one.
I like lowercase D too.
Yeah, real big case guy. I'm finding out about you. To me, you got
Yeah,
to do it all. I don't. You can't just like have a lowercase we like, but not have an upper. You know.
because I think the lowercase D is kind of what a silhouette final picture will look like of me.
Okay, I guess that makes sense. Fam, I hope this is what you wanted. You encouraged us to have a players only meeting, and we've spit out 7 minutes of alphabet banter today. Let's get to our Discord comments. Reminder, join the Discord. We promise to actually read all of the comments at the bare minimum on the episodes that I am on for the remainder of time. We start today with Burner605, who says, that boy D Hill, Dion, said on today's episode, I don't know how Purdue loses games. Maybe they fall victim to what Duke did last year, playing in a lesser conference, dominating all the way through the season and not getting tested often enough. At the haters, cry about it.
I don't know how Purdue. Maybe they fall victim to Duke to what Duke did last.
Okay, if I'm going to read the comments, you need to now listen to them. Are we clear on what your job during the comments section is here, Cart?
Yeah, but like if I'm gonna respond, I want to make sure I respond correctly.
Well,
That's my way of
just
responding.
listen and respond, my friend. And if you can't do that, I will just do it. Do we have this one? Do I need to read it again?
Yeah.
Okay. Burner 605 says Dion said on today's episode, I don't know how Purdue loses games. Maybe they fall victim to what Duke did last year, playing in a lesser conference and dominating all the way through the season and not getting tested often enough. At the haters, cry about it. Seems to be implying that Purdue could be so dominant that they get to March and fall short because they weren't tested enough. Do you think that's real or not?
No, I don't. Just think the Big Ten's better than the ACC, and also like I don't think Duke lost last year because they weren't tested enough. They just choked.
I don't know what quote Dion said that Burner's referring to here. I don't know what the context was, but I would just say I think Purdue's the best team in the country, and I still think they're going to lose games. I don't think they're going to like run the table undefeated or even go like 19-1 in conference like Duke did. Big Ten's too much of a gauntlet for that. So,
Right. Yeah.
Mutant Matt says lots of meanness spewed Sleeper's direction with all of your Final Four picks. Several trolls accused poor Booby of being a drug addict, and some creep called Dion's head square. How do you guys keep receipts, and how often do you keep them?
Uh, hmm. I don't really keep many receipts. I laugh at those comments to be honest with you. I think they're really funny to post to be honest with you. I get a kick out of it.
Dion's gotten really good at interacting with him. He I think the head square one, he was just like quote tweeting and reacting
Yeah.
with
But
the head
also
square.
like good call. Dion does have a square head.
Yeah, could
Yeah.
see it. And Booby might be a drug addict. I don't know. So pretty on brand right now. No, I real quick, shout out Booby. As whatever negative reaction I think Mutant Matt's referring to, there might be a few mean comments, but like all in all, the engagement's been unbelievable since we flipped Booby on with the social accounts. I'm really proud of the way things look that he's put out, and he's off to a great start, just crushing it thus far. He's called me a couple times with some really good ideas. I'm excited to work on him with. So Booby's been a great addition. I think our socials are in a way better spot than they've ever been. Once we get to the season, there's some really cool stuff we can do. And he's doing a great job. We don't see too much negativity. We're seeing a lot more positivity right now. iMainer says thoughts on Moneyline Mateer. We did a video on this in shorts form yesterday on the YouTube channel, but quickly thoughts on Oklahoma's quarterback Venmoing gambling.
Just better execution needed. I'm able to help if I need to, but yeah, it's I don't know, more of a nothing burger to me than anything.
Yeah. Second time you've used that phrase nothing burger today. Is that a part of your daily lexicon?
No, it isn't, but I think I saw it on my timeline, and I don't people love to use that phrase like, "Oh my God, this is a nothing burger."
I don't know.
It seems prevalent on my X timeline.
Yeah. I feel like most burgers you interact with are a lot bigger than nothing, but
Facts, double double me.
yeah. Purdue Fox said, based on this box jump height talk, thoughts on hosting a Sleepers Field Day Olympics and putting out videos on how you all do as the Sleepers crew. It could be like a sack race, highest box jump, best dive into the pool, longest drive on a fairway, 3-point contest, 100-meter dash, swim contest, etc. I'd put 2 units on a Riley win with a hedge of 1 unit on producer JK because I've never seen him before. Suppose you could throw NCAA, NBA 2K in there to show love to e-games. We're being disrespected from this comment, aren't we?
Right. So honestly, good timing. Would love to go back to Mutant Matt's comment about keeping receipts. This one's screenshotted.
Yeah, me too.
This one actually might be my inner wallpaper on my iPhone.
Now, I'm not an athletic specimen by any means, but in terms of like a full day of series of events, I like to think I'd perform pretty well in this. Like there's not anything I'm like overly horrible at, and if we're doing anything with hand-eye coordination, I think I got most of our team on it. If we're just strictly doing like 40-yard dash and vertical and weightlifting, then Riley's going to beat me and probably you. I don't know. But I
I,
don't know. If it's like a big, versatile who can do what thing, I would think I would factor in a lot more than this.
this is gonna hurt some people, mainly the person I'm gonna say it about, but hopefully he doesn't hear it. The one of the main things I'm getting out of this is I think people are he's a good athlete. I think people are overrating Riley's athleticism.
He's a good jumper for sure, and he's strong, right? Like
Yeah.
he is a weight room built beast.
Hmm. Yeah.
Played football, played all like I believe in Riley's athleticism.
You do?
I do. But also like if we were trying to translate like athleticism to like let's play basketball, like he's like a slightly poor man's Cohen Carr in terms of basketball skill.
I don't know how or why, but that feels so disrespectful to my king.
Which one's your king, Riley or Cohen?
No, Cohen Carr.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like we hear stories about Riley playing pickup and there's not a lot of like I can dribble or shoot, you know?
He does state that quite clearly.
But it is like I can dunk, I can jump, look at my biceps.
That's true. I mean, maybe we do need to set this up, given what it's at. It won't be, but like, I wish we could.
I think it would be like if you're going to bet on anyone, I think you have to place the bet on you. You are like on paper, measurables alone, by far the most impressive athlete of our crew. And you played college athletics. Like that shouldn't be a
Yeah.
surprise.
But looking at
So
these events, I mean, you got a longest drive on a fairway. What's a fairway? How, like
And Riley doesn't golf. I think I'm winning longest drive now that
Yeah,
Ralph's out of
honestly,
here.
JK would be a good pick probably for these.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I like
It should
that
be
one
fun.
unit hedge of JK.
This is not ever going to happen because we are all spread out all across the country, and also we just don't have a production team capable of doing it. Like we would invite JK to this, and he would be like, "Who's filming this?"
Yeah.
Love you, JK. Purdue Fox says, I was arguing with Foxy Lady tonight about which American Idol winner was better, Kelly Clarkson or Carrie Underwood. Settle our debate for us. Car, do you mind if I call an ISO on this one?
I was gonna ask you to.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. This is come on, come on. What are we doing? This is like who's the greatest Michigan State player of all time? Is it Magic Johnson or is it Denzel Valentine? Stop it. They're both good. Both good, both great in their year, both the player of the year in their year. But stop. There's only one Kelly Clarkson, folks. They found the greatest singer in America the first time they ran the show. Okay? Like there was real conversation about Bo Bice knocking out Carey. There was never a conversation about Guarini.
Oh,
Miss me with that. She was so special, they made a movie about her at the end of this. Kelly still has arguably the greatest female vocals in the game. She's still crushing it, Ozempic included. I hear you. She got emotional at a concert over the weekend because I guess her ex-husband, the parent of her kids, passed away.
oh wow.
Had a cancer battle, and she started kind of sobbing at a concert and just gave a very emotional performance of one of her songs. Pipes. It's Kelly Clarkson. Respect the GOAT.
I got nothing else to say.
Respect the GOAT. Yukon 99 says, here's a question for Cart. Do you have any feelings on the home and home exhibition with Yukon? Maybe you can take a trip out and watch Yukon live.
It would be fun, definitely, to see that. And I do enjoy that we are doing like a home and home exhibition with a team of UConn's caliber, right? Like that's a really good basketball team. I enjoy that. The one thing I would be greedy about though is that doesn't UConn play home games at like different places? Like
Yep.
which one am I going to?
If we sent you to Yukon, I would pay you to go to the wrong gym and pretend it was an accident.
And I just sit there like, where the hell is Terrace Reed?
Yeah, exactly that.
That'd be
So yeah, we can make that happen. We'll talk. Derek says, with conference schedules so unbalanced, should conference tournaments be seeded differently? Ken Pom rankings, or at least use Ken Pom rankings for ties. The fact that tiebreaker can be one team went 1-1 with a home win over the top team in the conference, and another team went 0-1 on the road against the top team seems dumb.
Yeah, but okay, if we do change it to like let's say Ken Pom rankings, wouldn't we come to maybe the same conclusion that the rankings might be a little bit dumb though? Like I understand like the analytics part of it being correct, but I don't know. I feel like in this scenario, there's always going to be somebody or some party that thinks that this isn't the way to do it.
It's an interesting thought from Derek. However, my plea always in any sport when this stuff comes up would be the game's got to matter. The result of the game has to matter. It's why we play the game, right? I don't want to get to a point where we're incentivizing a team that's up 30 to keep their starters in until the final 5 seconds and try to win by 50. I think that's bad for the sport. Like, I just don't think there's anything that helps anyone with that. So, I don't know. For me, this is just a negative consequence of having conferences that are so big. The fix to me is get conferences that are small again. And I think at one point this will course correct, but right now we're in an era of 18 team conferences and it sucks. And I don't think there's much we can do about it. War Chant says, I hope I will be around to listen to Carter 25 years from now when some young guy dismisses and disrespects his basketball heroes. I know he says he wants his son to do the same thing. I think he is lying. I don't believe him. Why so angry with the mention of the 80s? It's the most upset Carter gets about anything I've seen thus far.
Yeah, you know what? I think I am getting a little bit too upset at a war chant, and I respect your love of the 80s. I'm just never gonna get there. I'm never gonna get there. It's probably a flaw of mine, but like I want you to word to my dog future, accept my flaws. All right. It is what it is. I think my son probably will disrespect my day and age. I also got something for that for him too, because when he does disrespect me, like I got the one up on him, the ultimate one up on him, that I'm not gonna reveal right now. But yeah, I don't know. It is what it is.
Warchant goes on to say the 80s bit would have ended quickly by just showing some respect to arguably one of the best eras of Big Ten basketball ever. You would be better podcasters if you learned just a little bit about that time period. You would have a better understanding of the fan base on the Discord. That feels like an invite for me to chime in. So, a couple things on this. Number one, if we've gotten to the point where we have to have players only meetings and huge dialogues about the state of the comments section, how no one else in the Discord's even reading comments, and clearly Carter's frustrated and the product of the episodes are dying, maybe it's a two-way street on we've lost the plot a little bit here. And War Chant, I love you, but how many times are we going to beat a dead horse on this? I've begged Carter both privately and now on camera to take the comments more seriously. But like, I feel like this is one of those things where, on dating apps, there are those people that just put like their political party in their profile, and it saves everyone the process of going on 12 dates. Okay? Let's just stop going on the dates. Carter very clearly feels a certain way about this. You very clearly feel another way about it. It's not compatible. Do we need to do it every single day? I would argue no, but in the meantime, if we're still going to do it every day, we can try and answer you earnestly, and that's what we did today.
Last thing, I do want to cater to the Discord and the fan bases in the Discord, but also like I got a lot of stuff going on in my life that I'm doing with this and sleepers and everything else. I just don't really have the urge to watch 80s Big Ten basketball. It's just not for me. If it's for you, good on you. I really don't. I just don't want to indulge in it.
Want to be clear, I do respect my elders, unlike Carter.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah. Okay. All hail the Pope says, will there be a player in our lifetime that could go first in the draft, turn it down, and come back to college? I don't think so.
I don't think so either. No.
Fun concept, fun idea, but no one has the balls to actually do it. I don't think.
Doesn't revenue share kill that too?
Talk me through that. What would that be?
Like I'm not sure what the dollar value amount is to be the number one pick of the NBA draft, but like what if the dollar value amount was there?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, theoretically, there's a world where like AJ DeBonsa could get $80 million to stay at BYU. And if that
Yeah.
happened, then yeah, he would do it. But that's what
Yeah.
we'd have to be dealing with, right?
Yeah. I don't think it'll ever happen, but I do hope that it comes up every single year because it was fun for that week when we did. Oh, Cooper Flag might come back to Duke.
That was really fun. War Chant, okay, says, I have fears that folks are a little too high on Illinois football this year. They returned a ton, but lost difference making receivers in Brian and Franklin. Last year, they won a lot of close games, some of them in improbable ways. Rough schedule in September that could break spirits early. Am I being too negative thinking they are most likely an 8-4 team? I know most folks are talking CFP, comparing them to Indiana last year, but the schedule is sneaky tougher than Indiana's last year.
Ooh, 8-4 seems a little pessimistic for what this team could be. Like I think they do return a good amount. He did point out like they lost some receivers and things like that. Also, I'm pulling this up in the background so you can go up if you need if you can go if you need to, G. But like, is their schedule like super tough?
It's not that tough. It is tougher than Indiana's last year, but Indiana didn't play too many tough teams. Other than Ohio State and I guess Michigan, but Michigan wasn't very good last year. I like the cautious approach from War Chant, but I straight up think they're better than 8-4. Just flat out, I straight up think they're better than 8-4.
Yeah. Also, I was kind of negative about it, and I counted 9 wins that I can mark up right now.
Yeah, I think it's like you're hoping you go 11-1, 10-2. That would be playoff team in my opinion. I think 9-3 is the floor, and I've backed that up with futures bets already that I placed. War Champ Moore says, although we are college basketball nuts here, some of us cheat on basketball with football for a little while. Hungry for sleepers' thoughts on the upcoming college football season, maybe some season previews and schedule breakdowns and predictions. Now is a real hoops dead time. We are still figuring out what we're going to do with football. Last year, we sort of went really all in on it, made a football logo and all that, had a team in place for it, and did previews and recaps for a lot of the big teams. There is absolutely a world that we do that again this year. I will reveal something like a little behind the curtain peek at how all of this operates. Last year, we were so committed to doing that because we had a big time sponsor paying us to do it. It was one of the larger sponsor bags we had gotten at that point, and they wanted football, so we did football. We were optimistic it would go well from all parties and proceed and be an annual thing. It shouldn't take people too much research to figure out who that partner was and why that partner is no longer available to us. So As of right now, we don't have a sponsor that is asking us to do football. We are in talks with some that might. And if we sign a deal in the next 2 weeks, we'll probably be doing college football previews and recaps again the way we did last year. But for now, we've invested really heavily in the basketball side of our business, obviously bringing Tanner, Ryan, J-Man on. Those guys are basketball guys that are not here to do football. Brian Ralph was a big part of our football coverage last year. So, if we had to scramble and put football stuff together, it would probably be a lot of you and I focused on football. And the reality is, it's a credit to you and I, the reality is our basketball numbers have sustained this offseason a lot more than they did last year. We aren't really hurting for getting viewership back the way we were looking for football at this time last year. So, Warchan, I know that's not a great answer to your question or I guess the push toward doing football. I can say this, we'll do football coverage for sure. It just may not be as built out as last year's. Anything to add?
Newsletter, sleepers bets.
Newsletter will always be back as long as you are willing to do it with me because I that's like my favorite thing to work on every year.
Yeah, I think that needs to remain as a pillar.
It's just really, really fun to do.
Yeah.
War Chant, any players you're super high on for fantasy football this year? Sleepers, you should be experts at those.
I look to you for fantasy sports. I'm so bad at fantasy sports, truthfully.
Yeah, you're just not, you don't like to do it. You end up getting roped into it, but for whatever reason, you just don't like to do it. I'll be honest, I haven't looked enough at fantasy stuff, fantasy strategy this year. I usually try to load up on certain positions. I don't want to reveal my draft strategy because I play against like Tristan and Connor Hope who are in the Discord here. So, but chill. I like the Lions rookie receiver, Tesla.
Yeah, it's funny. I did a great job of fantasy strategy last year, but I lost because we were doing a live show for some reason during a draft, and I did an auto pick, and it threw off my whole draft. I don't know what live show we were doing, but it completely ruined me. And once I lost that, I was like, it's fantasy's just not for me.
A guy I think is undervalued off the top of my head, a guy that's already locked in as a keeper on the one big league I do, Bucky Irving. I think he could be like running back top three this year. No one's really talking about him. He crushed at the end of last year. War Chant says, how optimistic are you about the Lions' chances of winning it all this year? Do you have any bold predictions for the upcoming NFL season?
Ooh. I don't
Vibes
know if
aren't very high with Lions this summer. It's kind of scary.
I've gone back and forth. I think it's going to be different, but I do think like it might not be much regular season success, but I think we're going to get to the playoffs, and I think that we could win the division, and also like once you get there, it's just about getting hot and at the right time. All you got to do is just win. You know what I'm saying? I do think they have a Super Bowl ceiling. Yeah.
Yeah, we weren't tagged in this, and I don't even feel like we need to respond to it. But Malik Perry says, "Don't worry, I will handle it." In response to Mutant Matt saying there was a lot of meanness thrown our
It feels
way.
handled.
Nice, Malik. War Chant says Lincoln Park played in Chicago on Monday. I felt some FOMO for not going. Are they worth the effort of driving up to Milwaukee to see in concert? Any thoughts?
I drive up for Superman alone.
Superman?
The song Superman. If I go crazy, then will you still call me Superman?
That is not a Lincoln Park song. Good bit by you, though. Well done. Good
They
execution.
got that. What's the one song? No, they got a song with Jay-Z, right?
It starts with
Is
one.
that Linkin Park?
One thing.
Hey, I don't
Don't
know
know
why.
why.
I
Yeah,
can't
that
read the
and
comments with my eyes.
what was that was numb. They had like in the sun will set for you. That one. Shadow Day.
This actually isn't. Is Travis Barker in
Give
Linkin
me
Park? Oh, that's
it.
Blink 182. I knew that. I knew that. I
We
knew
are
that.
gonna have to work through some things offline. Answers for me on this. Bummer that you missed out in Chicago. Two things. Going to Milwaukee, always worth it. I don't care what you're going for. If driving up to Milwaukee, always worth it. Lincoln Park, are they worth driving out of state for? For me, no. Not in the post Chester era. Their lead singer passed away, and since he's passed away, I would not go out of my way to see Lincoln Park.
Oh, damn, damn, that's sad.
Yeah, honestly, sad story and trigger warning here, but I had tickets to see Lincoln Park with my brother-in-law for the first time, and the show was canceled because it was right after his death.
That's sad. That's awful.
Yeah, really sad. Always been a sad thing whenever I hear them because I'm like, damn, I really wanted to see them. And then I get reminded of the tragedy that was Chester Bennington's passing away. I digress. Move on. Manovich. Is it Mano or Mono?
I always say Monovich.
All right, I'm gonna say Mano. Says, what's the best sports video game of all time?
FIFA 14.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Special soundtrack, special year of the game. Um, Kind of when I became a fan of the game too. And it was just a great video game.
I'm gonna give a shout out to MVP Baseball 2005.
Good shout.
That soundtrack and great game. That was my summer in high school. I also think recency bias, but last year's college football game, after a decade of waiting for it,
Mhm.
that one probably has the biggest impact on my life, even in my 30s. All
Yeah.
Hail the Pope says top three best sports movies.
Uh, he got games always number one. I probably go Remember the Titans number two, and then third is between either Friday Night Lights or possibly, or actually no, Space Jam third. Space Jam third.
I'm going Coach Carter. I'm going the entire Mighty Ducks series, but if I had to pick one, Mighty Ducks D2, where they play Iceland, and probably Remember the Titans 3.
It's a good one.
Too good to leave off, but I wanted to leave off, honestly. Bright Star says rank the Euros playing their first year in the Big Ten. Maybe go with the top three.
You're ooh,
I'm going
playing
Steinbach 1. I'm going
Steinbach.
Omer Meyer 2. I'm going Petrovic 3.
That feels about right to me. Yeah, I think I'll go with that as well.
The Pat Signal says best games you all went to on College Hoops to go. Also favorite funniest moments.
I
How much
think the
time you
best.
got?
I think the best game might have been the Nebraska Purdue overtime game, right? Unless I'm missing one. Like that was the best game for sure.
That was a great game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Fletcher Lawyer punched on somebody.
Yep.
Um, Favorite funniest moment. Two options here. One of the funnier moments to me was that we just like walked into Indiana's locker room, family room. That was hilarious to me. Like we were just up in there with everybody and no one like blinked an eye. And then two, the moment we were walking through, I think it was Iowa's campus, and there were like deers just everywhere on the campus. And like I tried to walk up to one, and I got like within a foot, and it felt great.
Yeah, that was a strange, fun moment. Probably a good example of the various trips between you and I that just turn into things we don't expect. Seeing Caleb first on the street getting coffee will always crack me up. That was hilarious. The ice party in Madison is probably truly the best moment.
That was crazy.
Like we just came off a game at the Kohl Center and everyone's like, "Are you going to the ice?" We're like, what does that mean?" They're
We
like,
also went to
"It's
the state capitol.
yeah." We also stormed the Capitol. That was fun. No, I just in all seriousness, I that was probably the most fun, I don't know, 6 month period of professional life. And it's up there in personal life too, honestly. Like just because my Murphy was on the way, but she wasn't here yet. You weren't a dad yet. And there was this whole level of like, we may never be able to do this again. How cool is it that we're doing it on our own? And Field of 68 supported it. We found a sponsor for it and all that. So it truly was like some living out your dream type stuff. And doing that with Card is something I will never forget. Probably tell future generations about. But they're just endless funny moments. You could go back and watch the film and see them all.
That
Pat Signal says, "Can we get segments on updated all conference teams and maybe most important player for y'all's favorite teams? My most important player for sleepers is Riley. Perfect Swiss Army knife, but can get his own spot and knock him down. Team player, but if a top guy goes down, he can evolve and take on a new role. Shout out Riz. I love that from the Pat Signal.
yeah,
Yeah, we're probably gonna do that closer to the season, like month before the season type topics. I think.
yeah, that'd be a good one. That'd be a good topic.
Yep. All Hail the Pope says saw Kentucky's AD say that he is open to doing a basketball game at our football stadium. Do you think that would break the record for most fans at a basketball game? And what other teams could seek out football stadium for a basketball game?
So I'm always a believer of this. I don't want games played outside. I don't want games with elements. I'm anti elements games. I wasn't a fan. I was a fan of the message that the aircraft carrier game was, but inherently I didn't like that it was a basketball game on one. I get what they're trying to do, but like I'm just play the game inside.
Yep. Yeah, I agree. Also, hot take, don't think Kentucky would sell out the football stadium for a basketball. I don't know what the capacity is, but I think there are Kentucky fans who would just see a ticket say at the football stadium and be like, nope.
You think?
Truly.
Didn't Iowa sell out Kinnick for Caitlin Clark?
Reportedly. And there was even like Nebraska volleyball was at their football stadium one time or something.
I like that reportedly out of you.
You like that?
Yeah, yeah, report
Reportedly.
allegedly.
That is, it was visually so that happened. T Steffi says, "Hey guys, finally was able to grab a pack of Corona Citrus Cervezas that Cart had on a stream a week ago. Solid 8 out of 10. Still prefer a summer shandy for evenings to kick back and relax on the back patio. What are your go-to brewskis or beverages for these hot summer days?"
New Holland Tangerine Hazy IPA. If I'm getting like I need something a little fancier. If not, keeping it simple, simple guy, Cold Miller. Cold
Yeah.
Miller Light will always get it done.
Fine American Pilsner, as some like to say. I really, outside of like the trips I've been going on, I really have not been drinking at all during the week or even at home on weekends. Been just trying to be really locked in on my diet mode right now. So, yeah, bad answer. But when I have been like on a trip, my drink of choice by far has been the Water Hazard, the cocktail of the summer, as you could say. Shot of Tito's. 55% glacier freeze Gatorade. I like your shout on the zero sugar, by the way. That is what I brought up north. So credit to you and I being on the same page for that.
Locked
And then
in.
a little lemonade, a little Sprite mixed in. Beautiful drink.
It's so refreshing.
That's the comments today. And I'm just gonna self-evaluate on the fly right now. We cannot give a better effort to the comment section than that. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
10 on 10 effort.
just that's all we got. And if that
Yep.
isn't enough, let us know and we'll replace us with somebody else. We're brought to you by ourselves. Let's get to the show. Topic one today, I would like to collectively work together to come up with our top 10 breakout sophomores. This is similar in construct to our list of second year transfer players that were back. But as opposed to being someone who hit the portal and is now at their second year in school, I'm looking for guys that are true sophomores, stayed at their school, and are now primed for an absolute breakout season.
All right. I like it.
Should be relatively straightforward, somewhat simple and easy here. Should we start with the guy that I might come up with a nickname, The Bit, for this season?
The bit is it Christian Henderson?
Christian Anderson, aka The Bit, as I like to refer to him now.
Are we putting this in order?
Yeah, you know what? Let's put it 1 through 10.
Uh, doesn't Tahad Pettiford have to be one?
You think?
Yeah, probably.
You would put him ahead of Christian Anderson.
Okay, I guess let me get a little bit more clarification. Are you saying like who's going to be the like breaking out? Like I guess is the breaking out carrying a good amount of weight here because I guess Pettiford was really good last season.
I mean, he's probably going to be the best sophomore in the country, so I feel like that qualifies for a breakout sophomore list still. But there will be guys on this list that are more out of nowhere. Where's it coming from? You know?
Yeah, okay, that's fair. So I think Tahad should be one.
Let's put Tahad one. That feels right. Now, are there other people besides Christian Anderson that should go too?
Can I just throw names out at you?
Absolutely, you can.
Boogie Flan, Ian Jackson, Jaden Quaintance could be on this list as well. Um, I would somewhat advocate somehow, some way. I would love Jaleel Bethea to be on this list, even if it's at 10. But those are some names that I think might come to mind.
I think Jaleel Bethea deserves a mention for sure. I think we're going to get to the end of this list and definitely have to choose a couple guys that are true breakout types, if that
Hmm
makes sense.
hmm
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go back and look at the 20. 24 recruit rankings and go through that. I feel like that's the right way to do this. I'm going through this right now. A lot of guys in the NBA. Jaleel Bethea is the highest rated player that's back. Ian Jackson, Jaden Quaintance, who you already shouted out, are also back. You mentioned Isaiah Evans, back. Flory Badunga,
Ooh, it's gonna need to be on the
he's got to
list.
be on the list. Um, Darion Reed, worth a mention to you or no?
That might be worth maybe like a I don't know if he'll make this list. Rob Wright can be on this list.
Rob Wright could be on this list. Pat Ngongba could be on this list.
Carter Knox,
Jason Sanoan could be on this list.
Merez could be on this list.
Carter Knox, Merez. Yeah, you're right.
Damn, there's some really good options on
You
here.
know what? Let's say no to someone just so it feels good. Billy Richmond, not on the
No,
list.
not on the list.
Not putting him on the list.
Yeah,
Um, we've heard some negative buzz on Ahmad Noel too. Otherwise, I would
yeah.
advocate for him being on the list. No interest there.
No, you know what? I think that we should make this list a little bit more like truly breaking out or onto the scene. Maybe when we get to this point. Otherwise, I feel like we could just literally take some of the top recruits and just finish this list.
So we want to ignore. Basically, let's not just choose the best players in the sport.
Yeah, let's try to be like they need a jump, like a significant jump, and maybe it wasn't that great their freshman. It was okay. There was moments, but they make a jump.
So I have a proposal then that I think helps us do that.
Okay.
Let's disqualify every player that transferred. Because I'm talking a guy who was at a school for a year and is now going to break out at that school. I'm
Okay.
not talking a guy that's just like jumping to let me give me the rock. Like that's different.
Okay.
So just off the names that we've written down, that disqualifies Boogie Fland, Ian Jackson, Jaden Quaintance, Jaleel Bethea, Darion Reed. Unfortunately, this one hurts my heart. Rob Wright,
Acquaintance.
Jason Sanoan.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now our updated list, we haven't put them in order yet, but we have Tahad 1, our updated list of nominations. Isaiah Evans, Flory Badunga, Pat Ngongba, Carter Knox, Merez Johnson, John Mobley Jr. is a guy that I'm going to add.
I would like to add him too.
Now let's find some more. So right now we have 7 names in consideration. I'm going to keep going down this recruiting list and you tell me if you want to consider them or not. Zoom Diallo?
Too much at the school, I feel like.
Daniel Jacobson.
Is he really gonna break out with Clough?
He's going to play.
He's gonna play. We already have Christian Anderson on the list currently, correct? Or
We
not yet.
actually do not, but now we need to add him. The bit.
The bit.
The bit. We can add
Uh,
Christian Anderson. You'll like this one. Kurtang.
I think Kurtang is certainly in the mold for that. Now I'm at like the bottom of the recruiting rankings. Like you got guys like Mikey Lewis. He's gonna be do it all for St. Mary's.
Mikey
Um,
Lewis, absolutely. Also like Paul McNeil would absolutely count, right?
yeah, Tyrone Riley, San Francisco. That doing too much? Shit,
Uh,
there's some guy like I'm a KJ Wyndham guy for Northwestern. I think he could definitely do something, break out
and it is kind of fun to go under the radar, isn't it?
a little bit. Yeah,
Tiny little, teeny tiny little bit.
it's a teeny tiny little bit,
Just a teeny weeny.
maybe just a teeny weeny.
Just a teeny weeny. I like Mikey Lewis for sure on the list.
Okay. Are you a Nojus guy?
No.
All right, me either. But like people tell me he's supposed to be good.
Oh man, Card, I hate to say this. It's
What
going against everything we've said or I've said all summer.
Chikari?
Trent Noah,
Oh
he might
no,
start for Kentucky.
there's no way. Is he actually gonna start for Kentucky?
I mean, he's the only shooter on the team. We don't want to take a stab at the Mark Pope only shooter.
Honestly, I just saw a clip of Mercy Miller dunking all over somebody at Drew League, which makes me want to put him on the list.
Okay, I have more questions here. So, is there another way? Because I think as we go through this, it actually is more fun to do the guys that are like under the radar, right?
Um,
So, is there a way we could disqualify the biggest name guys in this list based on like points per game?
should we do the classic like they got to average under 10 points a game?
On so Tahad was over 10, right?
Yep. So and Christian was at 10.
And Christian Anderson, but he was at 10,
I believe so. Uh,
10.6.
yep.
So it's got to be guys that averaged less than 10 points a game.
Or we could say under 11, keep the bid alive.
But then if we do that, that means John Mobley Jr.'s off the list. And that doesn't feel good to me.
It doesn't. So we just use our own, you and I, just we can choose.
I think we got to define it.
Because even this, so like I don't like the transfer thing part of it.
What do you
Like
mean?
I like to sneakily be like Marquise Passmore's and be good for Maryland this year.
I mean, if we said 10 points a game is the line, that would cut Tahad Pettiford, Christian Anderson, and John Mobley Jr., and we would be missing one more guy from the total list that we need. We'd have nine that qualify from what we have. And we could put KJ Wyndham on it.
You don't got to convince me to do that.
So let's do that, I guess. So goodbye, Todd Pettiford. Goodbye, Christian Anderson. This one kills me, but goodbye, John Mobley Jr. And
Oh,
let's add KJ Wyndham. And let me just make sure Daniel Jacobson doesn't count at 10 points a game, does he?
he
No.
did not average 10 points a game.
He was at six a game. All right. So this leaves us with this. Top 10 breakout sophomores averaged less than 10 points per game last season. Here's our 10. We now need to put them in order.
Okay, please make sure Booby puts that on this graphic so we don't get eviscerated.
Yep, I will. Here's the order we now need to work off of. Isaiah Evans, Flory Badunga, Pat Nagongba, Carter Knox, Merez Johnson, Daniel Jacobson, Kerr Tang, Mikey Lewis, Trent Noah, and KJ Wyndham.
Okay, I feel. Oh, that's tough. Is
I have a guy.
who?
Well, these are the 10, but I have the
Yeah, I'm
guy.
saying who do you have as one?
Flory.
Playing with Peterson, bigger role.
He's the second option. There's zero competition for him on a team that absolutely needs him to be a monster this year.
Fair. Is Evan second?
He's going to sound crazy. Or Big Pat.
I think I like Evans better than Big Pat.
Or we want to get real nasty with it. I think Mikey Lewis might be better than all these dudes.
Mikey Lewis is going to be put up big numbers this year.
We put Mikey Lewis number 2 on this list, Cart.
Let's do it.
All right, Flory Badunga 1, Mikey Lewis from St. Mary's 2. You want to go Isaiah Evans 3?
Yeah.
And then Pat Nagongba 4. Both the Duke guys back to back feels right.
Okay, that feels good.
So we're left with Carter Knox, Merez Johnson, Daniel Jacobson, Kerr Tang, Trent Noah, and KJ Wyndham.
I want to throw it out there that we did get unreal stupid cute on here. I would find a way to put Darren Harris on this list, but it's doing too much.
We don't need 3 Duke guys.
I would do. Okay.
I think Carter Knox is probably the next best player here.
Okay, hear me out here. Actually, don't hear me out. Let's go Carter Knox and then Perez.
Carter Knox 5, Merez Johnson 6.
Yeah.
I haven't told you this yet, but my same sauce that gave me the Yaxel turnover stuff
Yeah.
mentioned to me that don't worry about the lack of Merez clips. He's been destroying everyone.
Well, I know I never worry. Perez keeps his own clips.
But I got a lot of negative stuff on other players, and it was like there's nothing negative on Merez. He's
Does
awesome.
LeBaron Philon, did he score over 10?
He had to have, right?
I hope so. If not, he's got to be on this list.
Oh no, it's gonna break. Yeah, he was 10.6.
Whew, okay, that's good. All right, I didn't want to
That's
break
big. Bullet dodged.
didn't want to break the list at this point.
Woo, it's big. It's big, big,
That's
big.
huge. Okay.
KJ Wyndham 7, or are we worried about that one?
That feels high even as a KJ Wyndham guy.
Trent Noah?
I don't want him on
I'm putting
the,
Noah over Tang. I'm
the
sorry,
list.
but
I
he's like the idea of being the shooter in a Mark Pope
I
offense
don't
has
think
to
he's
matter.
gonna play. I think that La Familia thing was just a blip in the
It's
radar.
not just La Familia, it's the buzz of the entire summer.
Oh, I hate buzzing.
The buzz is that he's the shooter.
Ugh, fine.
Trent Noah 7.
That feels so gross, though. It feels so
We
gross.
gotta divvy up Wyndham, Tang, and Jacobson. My argument against Tang is just that Trey Ford I think is going to start over him, and I think Tang's still coming off the bench. That same argument can be made for Jacobson with Clough. Wyndham I think is going to start, right?
He should.
So
He
I don't
should.
know. I mean, it doesn't it make sense to go Wyndham and then the other two?
I think so.
Wyndham
I,
8,
ooh,
Tang or Jacobson. I think based on what we've seen this summer, Tang 9, Jacobson 10.
that feels right. You don't like Trent Perry, right?
Not with Donovan Dent in the fold.
Okay.
I thought about him. I passed up on him earlier.
Okay. Yeah, just wondering.
All right. So we have our 10 breakout sophomores averaged less than 10 points a game last season. Flory Badunga, Mikey Lewis, Isaiah Evans, Pat Nagong, but Carter Knox, Merez Johnson, Trent Noah, KJ Wyndham, Kurt Heng, and Daniel Jacobson.
Very, very last thing, and then I will solidify the list. Did we pick the correct Purdue guy?
Over CJ Cox or Jakari Harris.
Yes. I'm not
I
saying
want
we
to
didn't.
hold strong. Well,
You got to think role in this too.
yeah, but I would hold strong that Omer is just better than the guards.
Okay.
And to me, Jacobson
That
gives
feels
you
right.
rim protection they need.
That feels right.
All right.
Okay. I like it. That's good.
Topic two today is another one that I spent all night losing sleep over last night, Cart. I just want to get progressively more dramatic in the way I tee these up. Like,
Do
topic
so.
two today is a topic that I was on the phone with my uncle about for 4.5 hours yesterday. I was thinking about position battles and specifically some for my team that I think could shape the season. But then I started like taking that concept and applying it to other teams. And I think there's a lot of teams in college basketball right now that have some very like, which guy is it? Position battles going on that could ultimately shape the way their entire season looks. So let's come up with the ones we think have the biggest stakes, maybe the biggest impact on what this season will be, and call out the players we think that are involved. Any questions?
None whatsoever.
You never have any questions for me, do you, my friend?
Not online. I don't.
Let's
I have
get to
no
it.
clue. I have zero clue what that means.
Yeah, I am lost too. Let's get to it. Is there any like with this prompt, is there anything that immediately comes to mind for you as like an obvious one?
The three spot for Purdue.
Okay. So that's going to include three guys, don't you think?
Yeah, the Omer, the CJ, the Jakari battle. Or is it the battle for the starting center spot between Clough and Jacobson?
We kind of just did this in the last topic, but my argument would be they're going to get 40 good minutes from the three guards regardless. So the bigger battle that would affect Purdue's season is like, is Jacobson good enough that he warrants playing a ton and protecting the rim? Or is he not? And it's just Clough playing 35 minutes a game rebounding.
Okay. It's probably, I mean, I think the bigger drop off is between if it's like Omer or the other guys, right? Or is that how you're looking at it or not?
I mean, I'm down to just do the three Purdue guys, but in my head, this is like a booby graphic we make where it's two
And it's one,
players the whole
it's us,
time.
Clough versus Jacobson.
So it's harder to have Omer versus CJ, but we could do it. He could figure it out. I'll booby figure it out. you
Is
know,
it, I don't want to do that to Booby, to be honest. He's doing a great job. Let's do Clough and Jacobson. I think that's a big one.
Clough versus. I want to do Omer now. Now that I'm like writing it out, I want to do Omer
Damn
because
it,
I don't.
Gregory.
I don't think Clough and Jacobson's a battle. I think Clough's just going to win it.
Okay, do we combine? Is it more so Omer versus CJ?
Omer versus CJ slash Jakari.
C Jakari.
Omer versus the vets.
Mm.
Omer versus sophomores.
Yeah.
Booby
Holy.
versus Spellcheck.
Yeah. Holy hell.
Are you okay? Are you dying right
Almost.
now?
No, I almost just died. Yeah, that's good.
Okay. Um, all right, let's move on. What else? Because I was looking through like Houston is the next team on the list. If we're going down like the preseason top 25. Houston's gonna have Uzan, Sharp, Tugler for sure in it. Sanak should for sure be in it, and then it's
Mm.
like Harwell or Flemings. But I don't know if that's big enough to get on the list.
I don't think that's big enough. Plus, I think Harwell's got it more so given the size because Fleming's more of a PG.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I don't see a ton
Um,
else then in
you know
the Big
what? I
12.
think UConn fans will bring this up, and I think it's changed throughout the summer. But there was a little bit of like, is it going to be Mullins at the three or Stu at the three?
Okay.
Is that big enough of a battle?
I mean, it's before this week, I would have said Terrace versus Ryby,
Yeah, but it seems that Terrace has just been taking
but
Riley's.
Terrace has dominated it.
Yeah.
So Mullins versus Stewart. I like that.
Okay. I feel like the top 25 is a good way to work them.
Yeah.
Is,
I'm
is
looking through
your,
because I want it to be teams that really matter, you know?
so this might not have been one yet, but is Kaba versus Zaven big enough?
I don't think so because I think it's
Okay.
just going to be Keba. Even though I don't want it to be necessarily, I think it's just going to be Keba.
All right, moving on here. Does your front court factor into this at all?
Yeah, there's two ways you could go about with Michigan. They're definitely on the list. Option one is Merez versus Mara. Option two would be some combo of McKenney or Kaysen versus Gale. Like, is any of the shooting guards that Michigan needs to make shots better than Roddy, who got put to the bench last year? But I think the more straightforward one is Mara versus Merez.
Yeah, let's keep it more straightforward for Boobie.
All right, so Merez versus Mara, hashtag for booby.
Yeah.
Um, Michigan State has one that I'm waiting for you to mention.
Uh, Tang versus Fort.
Tang versus Fort is going to matter, I think.
I think so too. Ooh, one that I think certainly needs to be on here. Duke's PG spot.
Okay, and what are the Caden versus
Caden versus Caleb.
Foster versus K. I love it.
Yeah, that's definitely got to be on
That
there.
might be the best one. Let's think of more that are that good.
Yeah, that I like that from me. Good,
Yeah, you
good
got
card.
me there.
Good,
Oh,
good tell. Good,
good Telly, good.
good. Damn, I might have blew my load.
Okay, hold up. Hold up. Yeah.
Smoke weed every day.
Petro versus Boswell isn't one, right?
No, no,
And we shouldn't do something just to stir up some drama
no,
online, should we?
no. We should
No, probably
not. The
not.
one though, I thought you were maybe gonna try to sneak in the four spot stuff here, but I don't think
I
that's.
would do it. I think it's
What
on there.
you think it's on there?
Yeah, Markovich versus Hum.
Big Merc versus Hummer.
Or I mean, you could put Zvonimir in there too, but I don't want Zvonimir involved to be honest.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Yeah.
That-
Um,
mm. There's no Arizona stuff in here, is there?
I was trying to look through that. They're just loaded, but I don't think there's many like one-on-one
Have
battles.
you been seeing the Aristote stuff?
No, what do you mean?
Apparently, like my sauces have been saying he's been really, really good.
Sauces say he's been hooping.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, I got nothing on that right now.
Okay. I don't. I was gonna think of maybe it was like is Tommy Lloyd gonna start two bigs and it's like is Koa Pete in the lineup or is it Koa Pete or Toby Awaka with
No, because they got
Krivas?
they got Krivas too.
Right,
So
but So they're not gonna go two bigs and make it a thing.
I think it'll be Koa at the 4 and Krivas at the 5 or Awaka at the 5. But I
Okay.
don't I don't think that becomes a debate really. Um I got okay. I let's SEC now's got me thinking.
Does Duke have another one?
They could, but
Because Borzello has uh Kamenia as a starting three. And I know that Wilkins and Dame Sarr have been good.
yeah, it could be. Well, okay, let's go through Duke starters real quick. You got the point guard spot, which is Caden or Foster. At the 2, we're saying it's Evans.
Yeah.
At the 4, we're saying it's Cam Boozer. At the 5, it's Big Pat.
Yeah.
So at the 3, that means Dame Sarr, Sebastian Wilkins, Nick Kamania.
Yeah.
That's got to be on here, I think.
That's got to be a battle.
But do we put all 3, or just do we do Dame Sarr versus Sebastian Wilkins? Because I know that Borzello has Kamania on there. I can't take that seriously.
I think it's Dame Sarr versus Sebastian Wilkins.
Okay, I want to do that too. So I'm gonna throw a couple others out. You tell me what you think. Kentucky, to me, Jalen Lowe, Otega, and Quaintance are guaranteed. I think at the 4, it's Diabate or Cam Williams or Noah, but I don't really care. The one I care about is Aberdeen or Jasper Johnson.
I feel like it's Aberdeen now.
You
No,
don't think that's even a battle by like February?
I think more of a battle will be Diabate versus Yelovich.
But the problem is, I don't even know that Diabate is guaranteed to like be in the mix there.
Hmm.
They might just play Cam Williams, right? Like, but I hear that. I hear that.
Throwing other weird ones out there. How do you feel about DJ Wagner and Malik Thomas?
I well, and Acuff's involved too, right?
Well, I feel like Acuff's the one. I feel like he might play Acuff. He might like. I think Cal could do Acuff Wagner together.
Wouldn't he do all 3 together though? Acuff, Wagner, Malik, and then Brazil at the 5, Knox at the 4. Go small.
They could go small. Yeah, that's probably what they would
That's
do.
probably what he's gonna do, but it's still, I don't know. Like there is a way to frame that I would like. Like honestly, fuck, could we literally do DJ Wagner versus A
Cal
Acuff? Like that, who's the point guard?
could do
Even if
that.
you're gonna play the other one at the 2, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
To that point, could we do Florida Lee versus Fland? Who's the point guard?
Mm.
Are any of the Florida bigs in a battle? They got
I
4. It's a log jam
I don't think so.
because it just
Um.
works and nobody cares.
Yeah. There's no Louisville ones on here, is there?
I guess it would be which guard is the odd man out
Right. Like
between Woolley or McNeely.
that's the one I think I would put there.
Woolley or McNeely is for sure up there.
Okay. How many does that give us?
We're at 8 right now, but now I feel like we found some really good ones that might push some of our Big Ten ones out of here. So I'm on this path right now.
Oh man.
Bama, Philon Holloway, Reitzel, Bethea
Mm.
for 3 spots theoretically. Is that
I think that battle would be Bethea versus Wrightsell.
Bethea versus Reitzel?
I think so. Or
I think so too.
you're positive it's not like Aiden Sherrill versus somebody?
Yeah, I don't care about that.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, I like it.
Yeah. I pulled that out of your book. I realized earlier this week you told me you can just be like, I don't care. And I'll be like, oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay. Wow, you don't. Oh,
Damn. Got it.
damn.
Moving on.
For sure. Alrighty then.
Oh man. We did the Big East already. I mean, are there any like mid-major ones we're not thinking of that matter?
I'm kind of like going through some teams right now. No, we already did Michigan. Um, no, in Kentucky, Louisville, that band.
I think North Carolina's on here, but we have to pick the right combo.
Is there a combo? I know we're trying to get away from Big Ten. Is there a Washington combo at all here?
It looked too complicated to me on paper. I couldn't figure it out.
Okay, I don't know what it would be, but it's something, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just loaded. It's like Mandequit or one of the other many guards on the team, but I I just want to stay away because I don't know what the battles are.
Let's stay away.
Carolina. Who are the guaranteed starters for Carolina?
I think Wilson, Bogovich, Trimble, Vasar.
You think Boga's for sure starting?
I yeah, I do.
So
Riley
then
Tells.
in that, because I was going to make the argument, you could tell me it's like Jaron Stevenson versus Caleb Wilson or something. Like, could Hubert be an idiot and botch this? But if that's the route we're going, we're saying those four are locked in. Wouldn't it be Kai and Evans versus the Rafters boys?
The hashtag Raptors.
Right.
Derek versus probably Derek Dixon more so, right?
I mean, he was talking them both up, right? But
Yeah.
I don't know. But also, there are UNC fans who would probably say that's not even a battle. It's just Kai and Evans.
St. John's doesn't have anything, right?
Help me figure that one out.
I mean, they end up just probably just playing them all, but so I know they probably just started one. Just going through teams right now. No for them. No for them. Uh, BYU's fine.
Is there a second Louisville one here?
Pryor versus Frew.
Pryor versus Frew?
Don't they just play them both?
I think Javon Hadley's going to start, no?
Yeah, it probably is Pryor versus Frew.
I think it's Pryor versus Frew.
Wow,
And I think that one's pretty big.
that is pretty big. That could swing things. The front court's a question mark for them.
That could swing things. Let me just quickly make sure we don't have one more that felt big. There's nothing with Gonzaga, right?
No, I don't think so.
I mean, Huff and EK are guaranteed. We sure it's not like Braden Smith versus Saint Superi? Who's the
That
point guard?
that could be one.
All right, so we have 12 on the list right now. We need to decide what the 10 biggest ones are. Let
I
me
think
go through these back from the top and you tell me yes, should it be locked in or no?
okay.
Caleb Foster versus Caden Boozer.
Yes,
I think that is number one on the list.
yes,
Number two, Adrian Woolley versus Isaac McNeely.
yes,
I think that is number two on the list. Number three, Omer Meyer versus CJ slash Jakari.
yes. That's on the list.
I think that is number three on the list. Four, Dame Sar versus Sebastian Wilkins.
Yes,
I think that's locked in, and I think it's number four. Number five, we had Bethea versus Reitzel.
it's definitely not five, but it's on the list, right?
Let's table that one. That one feels like the first one that might not be guaranteed. Number six,
Okay.
Mullins versus Stewart. That feels like it might just be Mullins, but I would like it to be on.
I think it's on, but it might be borderline.
That one's borderline too. Merez versus Mara's for sure here.
Yeah, that's in.
Should that be higher than fifth?
I think it's
That is going to swing Michigan season.
but not but Mars. You said Mars has been good though.
Yeah, but it's two very different types of Michigan. 6'9" center or 7'3" center.
What would you? Okay, but also at the same token, who are you putting it above though? And you
The
can't do the swing season thing because I think it doesn't swing that much with Duke, even if it goes one way or the other, because you still got the Boozer.
I think Merez Mara would be third on my list right now, but we can put it five. I don't care.
Okay, ahead of Purdue, is that what you would do?
I don't think the Omer battle is like. I mean, it matters that Omer emerges, but like they're so damn good, you know?
Yeah.
Like, all right, moving on. Merez and Mara is fifth on the list right now. We have Tang and Fort.
That's definitely a swing piece, and it's on there, but it'd be board. I think like it'd be a tabler one. Like there might be some ones that push it back.
I think it's on the list. I just question how impactful those guys are versus some of the other names on this list, but I think it should be on the list.
Yeah, I
It's a
do.
bigger battle than some of these other ones we've skipped. Merkovich versus Humrickhouse, I think, is in a similar bucket to Tang and Fort for me.
I think we can take that off, to be honest with you.
You don't think that one matters?
I think some of the ones that we tabled, I would put. Actually, it does matter, but I feel like some of the ones we tabled, those first two, I would put ahead of it.
I'm telling you, Illinois needs someone to be better than Humrickhouse. If they just trot this whole season out with Humrickhouse again at the four, they're not winning anything.
Yeah, that's
Somebody's got to take that spot.
so it's important. Yeah,
Kai and Evans versus Dixon and Dennis.
that's
Honestly, I would argue we take that off
I'd
because
like to. I like to take it off.
I don't think that's a battle Kyan's just going to start.
Yeah.
Frew versus Pryor. That's on there.
Yeah.
I think that's number 6.
Okay.
And then Braden Smith versus St. Superi. I guarantee if we put this on the graphic, we'll get a text from Connor Hope immediately. That's like, this isn't a battle.
I want to do it just for that reason.
Let's put it 7.
Put it one.
We're gonna put it 7.
Damn
So
it.
we need to cut one of Bethea, Reitzel, Mullen, Stewart, Tangfort, Merkovich, Humrickhouse.
So my initial don't think about it reaction is that Mullins and Stu aren't really a battle as much as the other ones are.
I agree. So Bethea, Reitzel, 8. Tangfort, 9.
Yeah,
Merck, Humrickhouse, 10.
that feels good.
I think we're doing great today.
Yeah, I think we are. We're answering the call.
Our third and final topic today is a topic that my mother once told me about when I was 7 years old, and I've been waiting 26 years for this moment.
I don't like this bit.
You don't like this bit?
No, not
Does
my
it make
favorite.
you
You're good
uncomfortable?
a little bit, yeah.
Do you feel violated?
I feel touched.
I don't want that. We're going to do 6 trades, 6 college basketball trades overall that we would offer on behalf of teams we like to discuss on this channel. This is how this has worked. I have prepared 3 trades, and they're really, I think they're win-wins, but they're 3 trades that I'm offering on behalf of one team for each trade. I got one on behalf of Michigan. I got one on behalf of Kentucky. And I got one on behalf of Duke. I'm going to offer those 3 trades as if I am the GM of those 3 teams. And then you have to tell me if you, acting as the GM of the other team, would accept the trade or not. That
Okay,
work? And then
works
when
for
we
me.
flip it, you also have 3 prepared, right? What 3 teams did you do?
So I got St. John's a trade with Bama. I have Michigan State making a trade with Kansas. And then I have Louisville who will be making a trade with, hold on, that doesn't work. I'll give you the third team in a second. I'm sorry, I messed up on.
Okay, that's fine. So basically, but whenever it's your turn, you'll act as the GM for the team you
Perfect.
want the trade for, and I have to accept or deny the trade on behalf of the other team.
Perfect.
Sound good? Okay.
Amazing.
Also, just throwing this out there right now, I need you to text and or email me your 3 trades so I can send them to Booby for tomorrow.
Gotcha.
Thank you. Here we go. You want me to go first?
Yeah, you go first.
All right, let's just start with my team. I'm the GM of Michigan basketball. You're the GM of Oregon basketball. I call you, and this is what I offer. I'd like to offer you Elliot Cadeau, Roddy Gale, and Winters Grady, who once carried an Oregon scholarship and was a priority recruit, for Jackson Shellstad. Oregon's team stinks. They have 2 stars and nothing else. The guys playing in between Shellstad and Biddle are total no-names. They need bodies. For swapping Shellstad for Cadeau, a point guard who, mind you, is a much better playmaker than Shellstad is, you end up getting Roddy Gale, who we know can be a productive starter on a good team, and Winters Grady, who is a long-term prospect who could end up being a killer at Oregon that Oregon originally wanted. Michigan gets Shellstad to pair with Yaxel, Merez, and Mara, and then they use Case and McKenney in between them instead of the others.
Well, as Oregon GM, I'm weighing my options here. I'm giving up Shellstad. I'm getting Cadeau. My best version of Cadeau was surrounded by talented players. Is surrounded by Biddle, Roddy Gale, and maybe Winters. Not really sure what he's going to be. That's a crapshoot. That's a gamble. I don't know. So the for sure pieces here are Elliot Cadeau. Nothing is sure about him. And Roddy Gale, who Dusty May basically benched, I feel like, kind of towards the end of last season because he wasn't
26
playing
points in a
well.
tournament game, but yeah.
That tournament game was nice.
How many tournament games has Dana Altman won lately?
More than Dusty May.
How many is he going to win this year with only 2 good players?
I'm denying this trade. I'm denying this trade from this standpoint. If I'm Oregon, I know I have 2 things in Shellstad and Biddle. I want to just bank on those 2 guys being good instead of banking on consistency from Gale, Winters being a guy, and Cadeau. Taking his medicine.
Okay, what if I get less greedy? Can I counteroffer this? You've already denied it, but let me counteroffer this.
Okay.
If I gave you Kaysen and or McKenny instead of Gale, so it becomes more futuristic pieces.
I'd want Cadeau. I want Cadeau, Namari, and Trey.
Let me think through what that leaves Michigan with. They leave with Shellstad, Kaysen, Roddy, Axel Merez, Mara. But there's just no shooting if you take both shooters. I can't keep one of the shooters,
Mm-mm. I need both.
but Shellstad would make shots. So maybe I need less shooters. And I get to keep Kaysen. You know what?
Who'd you just compare Casey to the other day?
You know what? No, I'm turning that down. I turned down the counter offer. I believe in Trey McKenney.
So it looks like we're not making a trade then.
It looks like we're not making a trade, but for the graphic, we're still putting Cano, Gale, and Grady for Shellstat up because I thought that was a really good one. All right, you're the GM up. It's your turn.
Okay, so I'm gonna start with St. John's, and this is a trade that I'm doing with Alabama. 1v1 trade. I'm not much of a connoisseur like you, so I didn't. There's some cash considerations, but this is straight up. I am trading Ian Jackson from St. John's to Bama for Aiden Holloway. Hear me out here. Hear me out here. What has St. John's been complaining about this whole time?
Not having a point guard. But wait, real quick in this exercise, I'm Bama, right? Like you're
Yeah.
you're the St. John's GM, and you're offering Ian Jackson for Aiden Holloway?
Yes.
Deal.
You think I'm just like that's an awful
I
trade?
don't even want an explanation. Deal.
You think that's an awful trade by me?
Yeah, Ian Jackson's way better than Aiden Holloway.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
I'm not as sure as you.
I'm pretty positive. I
I
think.
feel I mean, look, if I'm St. John's, I think Sanon could be better than Ian Jackson. I don't really need Ian Jackson.
I
I
hear
don't
you.
want I don't want Ian Jackson to be my point guard.
I don't think there's any St. John's person on earth who would accept this, but I hear the point of it. Like you want a point guard. I just would aim higher than Aiden Holloway for Ian Jackson, I think. Also, is Aiden
Okay.
Holloway a point guard?
Yeah.
Just like a shooty half court one, but
No, I can pass.
he's like the Jackson Shellstat of Wendell Greens.
I
Yeah, I don't know. I'm
That's
just saying. A lot of Shellstat in this. I accepted your deal, so you're 1 for 1 and I'm 0 for 1.
all it's about.
That's a win. My turn. I didn't realize this exercise would allow you to just offer lopsided trades and count it as a win the whole time. Okay, I'm the GM of Kentucky. You're the GM of Louisville, Carter.
Okay.
I'd like to offer you Jaden Quaintance for Ryan Conwell and Ali Khalifa. Would you like the pitch before you rule on this?
Yes, please.
Louisville's only question mark is a great center. Louisville has 4 guards. They only need 3. Michael Brown is going to be the show regardless. It doesn't matter how good Conwell is. You need Michael Brown to be sensational. Adrian Woolley is good. Isaac McNeely is good. Those guys are even arguably better fits with Michael than putting the ball in Ryan Conwell's hands is. You keep those 3 guards. You keep Pryor. You keep Frew. But now you get Jaden Quaintance. You get a true star, a true top 10 pick to pair with Michael Brown. You suddenly have 0 question marks if you're Louisville. And if I'm Kentucky, I feel okay about my center spot as is. I
Hmm.
think with Malachi Moreno, who I really believe in, I know Brandon Garrison's a bench guy, but those 2 guys have enough pedigree. You give me Ali Khalifa, Mark Pope used to coach him. Marpo can work with Ali Khalifa. We've seen him win games with Ali Khalifa. And for that price, I get to pair Ryan Conwell with Otega Owe. That's the best perimeter wing duo in the entire sport. I'm in on it if you're in on it.
At risk of being stupid, I think I'm fine with that trade. I keep Adrian Woolley, right?
You keep Adrian Woolley and
Keep
Isaac
Neely,
McNeely.
McHale. Like obviously losing Conwell sucks, but you add Quaintance to that front court for Louisville. That team is still disgusting.
Team's pretty nasty. Do you think, my only thing talking through this, do you think Louisville would do it if instead of Khalifa, it was one of Frew or Pryor? Because in my head, I had to stop at Khalifa, otherwise Louisville would have said no. But
I think because they have like Javon, I think you might be able to get Pryor if you wanted him. I don't know about Fruit.
because you got Hadley and Quaintance would play the five the whole game.
Right.
So do we make it Conwell and Pryor for Quaintance? I think that feels like too much.
That's it. That seems like a lot. You get Khalifa. You get Mark, you get to reunite him with Pope. It'd be great.
Quaintance for Conwell and Khalifa. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's a win. I'm 1 for 2. It's back to you next.
Okay, so this is a trade kind of on the same token. So I was in the same thought process here. I want a big. I'm Louisville. Who has a lot of bigs might be the best front court in the country?
The Michigan Wolverines.
The Michigan Wolverines. So I'm calling you up. Hey, Ward. I'm calling you up. I will offer you Isaac McNeely and Adrian Woolley, and I'll listen to other offers. But I want you to go all in on your little Merez thing. What do I need to get Yaxel? How many players do I need to get him?
Non-negotiable.
He will
Unless
not move.
unless Michael Brown's on the table. For any amount of role players, no way.
I cannot get him. You already got front court guys.
You can get one of Merez or Mara for sure. For some shooting, we can talk in that range.
McNeely for Merez.
I want McNeely and Woolley.
Can't get both.
You can have Conwell, Michael, and Merez. That's a better team than whatever Louisville's going to put out right now.
Is there anything I can do here to keep
I'll
one
throw
of
in Winters Grady.
well, Winters just get thrown around?
Really want to trade Winters.
Yeah, you do. This is mean something to me. All right, let's do a little counter here. I'll give you McNeely. Ooh, man, I'd like to keep. No, that's fine. Actually, I think that's fine because I might go through Merez front court, Hadley at the three, and then I'll have uh Conwell Michael. You're throwing in Winters?
Sure.
Yeah, because Pat's gonna turn him into Rain Smith, and I can't wait. So yeah, that's my all. I'll give you. I get Winters and Merez, and you get
McNeely and Woolley.
McNeely and Woolley.
It's a great trade for both sides. No deal.
What?
I'm not going on record trading Merez.
Oh, you're
Mine,
the GM. You're not you.
mine,
It's
mine, mine,
you.
mine. Just want to get that on record. I am never trading Merez Johnson, but that was a great trade for both sides. We both have one more left. I'd like to refer to this one as my most diabolical trade offer. Are you ready?
That's funny because mine is the most diabolical too.
All right. You're the GM of Kansas.
Why'd you take the teams I was doing?
I'm the GM of Duke. You've got two players, man. That's all you got. You are like dangerously close to having to play Trey White a lot. Like that's. I just want to preface that. Let me help you. I'll give you Caleb Foster, Isaiah Evans, Dame Sarr, Nick Kamenia,
Oh my god.
and Malik Brown. I'll give you an entire starting five worth of stars. There's probably two, if not three, lottery picks in that group for Darren Peterson. You keep Flory. And your team now becomes Flory Badunga with Duke's entire group, minus the Boozer twins. Foster Evans, Sar, Kamenia, Flory Badunga. Kansas is better. You're a top five team in the sport. I now have the Boozer twins and Darren Peterson.
I take it if you keep Caleb and I want to break up families.
Can't break up the family.
Yes. I know unless you give me Caden.
I can't break up the family.
You're not gonna break up the family for Darren. You're not gonna break. You're gonna let this trade die
Carter,
because of family.
we don't just say the brotherhood.
Oh
We
my!
mean the
I
brotherhood.
hate you, G man.
Taking it or not?
I want Caden.
Play Trey White.
No, I want
Play
Caden.
Jaden Dawson. Play El Marco. I'm about to take Kamini out of the deal.
Hey,
Five, four, three, two. I'll
no
add
deal.
Sebastian
No
Wilkins.
deal. No deal.
I'll add Sebastian Wilkins.
No deal.
I'll add Wilkins.
No deal. I didn't like your attitude.
All right, no deal. So I go one for three. What's your final trade? I have to imagine Michigan State's involved.
It is. So it's Michigan State
Can
and
I
Kansas.
guess? Let me guess before this happens. You're going to offer Divine Ugachukwu, Trey Fort, Caleb Glenn, and Carson Cooper for Flory Badunga.
No, no. I think that so Bill Self's going for something with his team, and I want like the theme to stay the same. So I'm going to give him what he wants, some middling role players. I'm going to trade Trey Fort and Carson Cooper for Darren Peterson and Flory Badunga straight up.
I hate you. We can't even put this on the graphic.
So no,
That one's a no.
I'm kidding. That wasn't the actual trade.
Okay, good.
All right, here's what we're going to go with. So it is Michigan State, right? Michigan State does have some holes to fill, but I think the biggest is and the baddest is that I just want a center really, 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 really badly. Okay. So
Year
I'm gonna
seven
make
of asking for this, by the way.
what'd you say?
I just can't believe, like, I'm remembering that it's year seven of saying this.
Yeah,
Like,
like
we've done this exercise six consecutive Augusts,
yeah, and
and you're just winning the league anyway.
I'm gonna legit keep on keeping on too. Like I'm going to keep on trying here, okay? Um I want Big Pat from Duke, okay? So I'm putting together a massive offer for Big Pat. All right. You're Duke, Greg. Can I remind you?
I've
You
always
could
been
play,
Duke.
you could play Cam at the five. You really don't need Big Pat at the five. Cam can be your five. You got a backup big in Malik Brown who can be a serviceable backup player. You don't necessarily need Pat, okay? So give me Big Pat. I will give you Jackson Kohler, who will do a great job on the podcast, by the way. I mean, he would be perfect. Your next Ryan Young. God, Michigan State doesn't have a lot of people. I will give you Tom Izzo.
I can't let you do that.
So in order for this to happen, I do think I need to come up off some pieces. But Michigan State doesn't have a lot of pieces, right?
Seems like you're a bit stuck as a GM.
I am. It's tough here. But I'm going to give you Jackson Kohler. I'm going to give you Cam Ward. I'm also going to give you, yeah, you'll want him. I'll give you Kerr Tang and anyone else you want.
I mean, I'll counter. You just want Big Pat, right?
I want Big Pat. What do you want to get? What do you need that I can get Big Pat?
There's a deal that I take.
Who is it?
Jackson Kohler and Cohen Carr. The Brotherhood needs to see that athleticism in person again. That type of donkey dunk belongs in a Duke jersey.
So I could I could roll out a starting lineup. A Big Pat, Cam Ward, small ball four. Would you be willing to throw in a Darren Harris?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take him too.
Honestly, Kohler's a perfect Duke player.
Yeah. Okay, that's the trade. I get Harris and I get Big Pat. You get Calder and Carr.
Your family is going to hate you for this. What is Michigan State's lineup?
It'll be Fears, probably Fears, Fort, Harris,
You have shooting finally.
Cam
But
Ward,
who are you playing at the four without Kohler and Carr
Cam Ward.
for 40 minutes?
Yeah, I'll throw in Jesse McCullough out there. Why not?
All right, and big pad at the five. Okay, I see
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
I just
sorry,
get,
Michigan
I
State
get
fan.
dunky dunks and a really annoying white center. That's
Yeah,
awesome for Duke.
so one thing so I couldn't do any like Michigan State has nothing to trade. Like legit, and we're gonna win the league too. But we have nothing to trade.
Yeah, you should have gone for like the Brendan Housens of the world. You were dreaming a little big, calling up for Big Pat.
Yeah, sorry. I need just want a center.
Yeah, I mean, championship shit though. I get it. I get it. All right, that was a fun exercise. Did you enjoy that?
No.
I'm gonna enjoy seeing how Booby tries to put that in graphic form. It's gonna probably be a mess.
Yeah.
One big thing presented by, once again, absolutely nothing. We didn't time this, but it's 3:08 p.m. Eastern right now. Normally, we're done recording our episodes around 1, so you've basically missed your whole workday, and I have to imagine this totaled out around a 2-hour episode. So
Yeah.
we
And
responded to the players only meeting.
I will be working deep into when I go see a movie tonight. So I think, family should love that.
Yeah, great.
But
Sorry.
as long as fam's happy, then who cares, right? Honestly, like I could be on the street, out the house, wife, family, like, but fam, are you happy with what we did today?
Hey, I want it known that actually means something to me, man. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Uh, I'm sorry if I done this as my one big thing to know, but once again, I have a song stuck in my head. Don't know who sings it, so if anyone wants to provide something, Greg, I usually look at you as my personal Shazam, but it's that somebody that I used to know song.
Bow, 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 bow,
I mean, it's
bow, bow.
you didn't have to cut me off. I mean, it's a absolute banger of a track.
Dochi ruined it.
No, she didn't ruin it for me.
The whole anxiety thing it ruined it. That was a great
Yeah.
song. You can't take a song like that and do it.
Yeah. Who sings
Do-
that? Is it Queen?
Dochi Combs.
Is it Queen?
No, it's Gautier.
Oasis? Who is it?
Gautier. Gautier.
Oh, special.
You're stretching right now. Yeah, that's a Luke Combs move. Let me just take your song and sing it and get all the credit for it. Okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah. My one big thing, I would like to question something about you. I've never understood. I feel like I get you a lot. I really understand like 99% of you. I don't understand why you hate fantasy football so much. And I was thinking about this last night. Could you just explain it a little bit? I want to understand it.
I think it's a cross between it's actually a commitment to do that. It's a commitment to do fantasy football. It is. And I don't rank it highly on my list of things. And I think it's back to a core issue because this is an excuse for me. I think I suck at it. So I'm like, I don't want to keep on doing it and just suck at it. I want to give up. I'm a massive, just give up on things. There's no need to push through. If you suck at it, just stop.
Yeah, that was like me with weightlifting.
Right. Like, what are we doing here? You know
Like
what I'm saying?
I
If I was bad at this, sleepers would be gone. Like, I'm not gonna like improve. I will just quit.
Yeah, I was like, I'm weak. Why would I want to do the thing the strong guys do when I'm weak? That's
Right.
doesn't
So I
make
mean,
any
just
sense.
let me not do that.
Yeah. Okay. I get that makes sense. I'm bad at it makes sense as a reason I can understand for Carter. It's a commitment doesn't.
Also, like in the Discord, like people are like, "You have to do this." I'm like, "No, I don't.
Yeah, you ultimately don't have to do anything. You could have stopped
I don't.
recording
Do I
7 hours
do?
ago today.
Do I do bad with authority?
I mean, I did be like, hey, we should probably like not rush through episodes and be dicks to the comments, and then you just were like, okay, and did 9 hours of an episode. So maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. Once
Are
again,
you submissive?
yes, I am, and a people pleaser for
Am
sure.
I dominant?
As fuck.
Is that why this works?
Yeah.
Every happy marriage needs a dom and a sub. No context.
Are you a bottom or a top?
We followed this great episode today up with I think I'm gone tomorrow. Are you gone tomorrow too?
No, I'm on
I
tomorrow.
love that you're the only person who works. Don't worry, I'll phone in and do the comment section again. Enjoy that episode, everybody. Thank you, fam. We'll see y'all at some point.